whoop, chin, scream, and welcome, Dogman!
Come be part of the best cult in town. Creating a global network of eco-communities that make shared leadership cool again. Today I'm recruiting, looking for rootin' tootin' rude boys and rude girls to come and join this badass cult. Did he just say the C word? Hell yeah! This is Pop Junior, by the way. So now I'm guessing that you're thinking, nah mate, cults are weird, I'm cool. Besides, cults have megalomaniac, power-hungry leaders who preach outrageous lies leading us all to destruction. But doesn't that mean America's a cult with Mr. Megalomania himself, Johnny T, calling the shots? Now, while megalomania disempowers the masses to give absolute power to the few, shared leadership's different because we share the power so we can all be cult leaders together. Because I'm guessing that you don't want to be no minion and no cult, but being a team of cult leaders, yeah, okay. Now, you might be thinking that too many cult leaders in a kitchen spoils the food, right? But if one cult leader does the salad, another original gangster does the main course, a head honcho does drinks, and another cult leader does desserts. No need for bossiness, everyone feels a valuable member of the team. And in one swoop, we can make the network of eco-communities feel like a real possibility. What's next? She forgot her lines. What does a cult mean? It's basically a group of people with weird rules who have normal social and it's basically a group that seems crazy, right? But our lawyers are cult because they speak Latin, they worship small print, and they cast spells of confusion with their jargon. Our bankers are cult because only they can print money out of thin air, while everyone else sinks into debt, which they created. And aren't families a cult? I mean, their decision-making processes are incomprehensible to outsiders, and even family members are like, what the fuck? Hands up to anyone else who feels like their family is also a cult. Anyone here? Yeah, your honesty doesn't end there. What about the cult of Englishness, where we repress our emotions because it's hard to have a history of colonialism and brutality, and to be in touch with one's feelings at the same time. And then, of course, there's the cult of government, which believes that bombing poorer countries will bring peace, while shaming the opposition party will bring power. And cooperation, yeah, it's just a word we use in our election campaigns. And mainstream education is also a cult where we force the kids to sit down and shut up for years and years and years of their life. So we have the cult where memorization, obedience, and book learning are king, while emotional intelligence and creative teamwork are treated like peasants. So maybe you're thinking, I'm cool still. But bro, everything's a cult, just like everything's a community. And so you saying, I don't want to be part of a cult or a community is a bit like saying you don't want to be part of any group, which is fair enough because most groups are batshit crazy. But maybe humans need to be part of a group to feel fully alive. And so you saying you don't want to be part of a cult is like me saying I don't like poo. Even though she's a poo factory. I love you. I lost my line again. Poo factory. Yeah, so the big question is, what kind of cult do you want to be part of? I want to have my friends be my neighbors, so that my social life does not require so many hours sat on a tube, sweating, waiting for a bus, or stuck in traffic. So I don't need 10 text messages to make plans with one person, even though those plans are probably going to get cancelled anyway. And instead I can just hop next door and have a cup of tea without needing to schedule 3 weeks in advance. No? If we're already neighbors, then we can do fun creative projects together. Like together we can keep a garden alive and beautiful. We can care for animals. We can have exercise buddies. We can make our own tiny houses. And if we're really bored, then we can all get dressed up. Let's go terrorize our other neighbors with this cult classic. Dun 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 dun. Now the prospect of little old me on my lonesome trying to save the world from our own madness is heartbreaking. It's crazy overwhelming. It makes me feel very, very lazy. But if we are creating a global network of communities together with our friends and their kids and with a bunch of random wonderful weirdos who we haven't even met yet. Oh, yeah. Now you might be thinking, oh, I can't live with my friends. They're unreliable. But I think it's more to do with the lack of emotional guidance. Like, for example, the other day, my parents told me again to just get on with it. Which, fair enough, sometimes we do need to get shit done. Then we're stuffing the feelings under the carpet. Now the carpet's possessed, and I need to walk around the space like this, staying close to the walls. Just get on with it. Also means abandoning our unresolved conflicts that are messy. And it's like having a pile of huge dirty dishes that, like, you just go, oh, fuck it, I'll see you later. Because why deal with the short-term discomfort of cleaning up as we go if we could just have a long-term rat infestation instead? The world's in overwhelm mode like I am right now, which explains why so many people are behaving like Casper, the unfriendly ghost, haunting us with unanswered messages. Okay, maybe you think that unlearning our cultural bad habits feels like too much work, but remember the benefits. Whew. Oh. Being able to relax. Being closer to friends. Having a more meaningful life. And to be healthy is hot! Because we're going to have fitter, sexier bodies, we're going to have more creative flair, more emotional balance, more cultural unity, which for me, I find that really hot. Okay, finishing up. So we're looking for of people who want to express themselves honestly, emotionally, co-creatively, and efficiently so we don't all die of boredom. We're looking for humans who are brave enough to relax and slow down so that when conflict shows up, we don't freak out and go the other way under pressure. Because, darling, here's the last thing. Darling, conflict is just diversity in stilettos. They're hot, they're pointy, they've got lots of opinions. But here's the thing. Conflict is where the magic happens. Because when differences come together and unite, cultural innovation is born!
Come be part of the best cult in town. Please share and subscribe.